time to hoop. Katina Mobley will bring it in for Power.
Yeah, keep your eye to Leandro guarding Cat. Cat is able to get to the basket. There he is. Something about getting to the basket. Royce White. Scalabrine is going to have a tough task of trying to contain him off the dribble.
Good ball fake. Scal missed it with the left hand. And here's the Cat now, working on Jody Meeks. Jody Meeks had a double-double last week for the Ball Hogs.
Yes, Jody has been a pleasant surprise offensively for the Ball Hogs. One of the major reasons why they're still undefeated. See Royce right there. That's the thing. Speed. He can get downhill. Okay, once he gets that big body in the lane, there's not too many guys that can stop him. The thing is, don't settle if you're him, you're Royce, just for long contested jump shots when you don't have to.
Meeks pulls from three. Misses. And you talked about Royce White. You said he can get downhill, but and Power, they're physical.
Well, they are, and that's the difference. And that's what I think, you know, Coach Berry is going to test early. We know that Power is physical. They're a little bit smaller with this lineup here. If they're quick, multiple guys can get to the basket. But here's the thing with Royce White, sometimes the game comes so easy. You see a little tap ball right there by Brian Scalabrine. Easy meaning that he can get to a spot, get to a spot, get to a spot, and then the tendency is to go away from that.
Just the second game being played by Scal, of course, the captain. And he has the assignment of Royce White.
If I'm Scal, I'm backing up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because if you get up too close, you can get by an excellent post up inside. And how about the little bowling ball feed from Royce White into Cat?
4-0 Power early. And here's Barbosa, averaging nearly 25 a game. The Brazilian blur. Missed that drive. Scal nearly picked the pocket of Royce White. To Alexander, 5 on the shot clock. And he'll pull it. It's off.
Good D that time by Jody Meeks, kind of just staying down, able to contest at the last minute.
Barbosa, the drive off the glass, yes.
And that was one of his signature moves playing in the league. His ability to get by his opponent, even though at full speed he's going to his right. And he's outside, but he's still able to show off that touch, be right off the glass inside.
Again, the power of Royce White missed it, left it short, and Jody Meeks throws it away.
Yeah, a little miscommunication that time by two. But take a look here. Leandro was so good at getting himself to the basket. Again, falling away, but then showing the tremendous touch to be able to finish it high off the glass.
Again, they'll go into White. The kick out to Alexander. The drive. And they're going to call the block on Scal.
Well, you see early the matchup between Royce and Scalabrine. He tried to exploit that. Don't have it. Make a quick play. Joe Alexander that time able to drive Scal just a little late to the party to get to try to take that charge.
So here's Joe Alexander. First season for him in the Big 3. Second leading scorer on the team. He'll shoot 1 for 2. Money.
They're coming off 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal against the Triplets last Sunday.
Meeks thought about the 3. Barbosa. Same move again. Oh! It rolls off. 4-point lead for Power. White. Just bully ball.
Bully ball. He having a little conversation with the official on the baseline and let him know that that should have been an and one.
Barbosa draws the foul. He'll go to the line now. So, you know, you made mention of this. You know, the Ball Hawks generally, they're going to win, what, a game, a season.
Yeah.
But already 2-0. What do you think has been the biggest difference with these guys?
Well, come on. I mean, Barbosa, the play of Jody Meeks, McDonald coming in, having a big, they have a really good balance. Now, you know, Coach Berry always been about ball movement.
Yeah.
Right? But now you have the players, in particular Barbosa, that can really break down the defense, okay? The ability to finish at the rim and then to make the right play, to me, is the big difference with this Ball Hogs team than what we've seen in the past.
Here's White again. He gets bodied by Will McDonald. And so Royce will go to the line and shoot 1 for 2. And, you know, you're right about that. You know, one of the things that Scal was talking to me about it, he said, you know, in the past, we had some good one-on-one guys that me and Coach Berry had selected. But now we've gone for more style as opposed to just player. Well, guys who can move without the basketball.
Well, and that's part of what Jody Meeks did at Kentucky. Okay, off the ball, catch and shoot. When he was in the league with his 6 or 7 teams, his role was not to always break you down off the dribble, but to play off the better players on the team. So now you put him with Leandro. Now he's able to spot up just like this right here. And knock it down. Perfect timing, because now his understanding of how to play off the ball benefits this Hogs team. And Kent's, they're 2-0 trying to.
Shot. White knocks it down. He's got 8 now. Royce White, he brings the intensity and power. They've got a 7-point lead fueled by Royce White. It is 8 points. It's the Big 3 here on CBS.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by Root Metrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality.
You know, the Big 3 announced just yesterday a change to its Week 4 schedule. We're moving from New Orleans and will now be played in Dallas in the Big D at the American Airlines Center. The return of the Big 3 ball out airs live here on CBS, 3 p.m. next Saturday, Jim, we're going back to where your career started.
Now, I love New Orleans. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
But I love me some Dallas.
Oh, I'm with you, brother.
love me some Dallas.
Hey, last time we were there 2 years ago, Mark Cuban, the owner, was sitting courtside. Rick Carlisle, now head coach of the Indiana Pacers. But the big thing, Power got their championship ring.
But you know what's interesting? We were doing that game. And because all the teams were there, I didn't realize we had 17,000 plus people in the arena because I was caught up in the game. But Dallas has always been a place since the beginning of Big 3 that has always come out to support. So I can't wait to get back in the Big D and experience those crowds once again.
Absolutely. Always a packed house when we go to Dallas. And this league continues to grow and grow in the enthusiasm. I tell you what, this thing's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, and the timing in regards to when the games are played in the summertime, because you want content, you want to see more basketball. Again, the beauty about this league is not only what Ice Cube and Jeff Quantnitz are doing to promote it, but it all goes back to the players. Because once you continue to have better players, bigger names, bigger sponsors, now the games are going to continue to evolve because the talent is leading the way. And that's what's most important. And I think that's why Q made the adjustments to the age requirements and things like that to make this league to continue to be more competitive and better each year.
5-point lead here for Power. Here's Katina Mobley to White. Working on McDonald. Flipped it up, missed it. Meeks puts it right back up and in.
Well, see, here's the thing. With Royce playing McDonald, great strategic move by Rick Barry by putting McDonald on Royce White. You can't back him up. You got to move him. So catch it on the move, swing side to side, then attack. That'll give you an advantage against the size against Will McDonald.
Here's Barbosa. Pulls up from the baseline. That one goes in and out. Derek fires now. To the high post to Mobley. Turns, fires. And a foul. And they're going to call that one on Will McDonald.
This Power team, to me, they're at their best when the ball moves quickly. And then Cat, when he receives it, can then go into attack mode. But if you kind of just stay in one area and the ball stays on one side of the court, it's easier for the defense just to lock in and take away a lot of those options. So let's see if Nancy has talked to her team about better ball movement, little body movement, which then can create some easier opportunities on the offensive end.
There's the founder, president of the league, Ice Cube, always there, sitting courtside, alongside his lovely wife. Here's Meeks, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 1 for 3. Darnell Jackson has checked in for Power. He was just picked up this week by Power. Getting his first action of the season.
Another big body inside.
Everybody in, let's go.
Jody Meeks shooting 1 for 3.
So here's Jody Meeks. He'll shoot 1 for 3 from the top of the key. It's off. Again, first team to 25, we go to the half. Power won the Big 3 championship in season 2. Here's Mobley. That's patented. Katina Mobley there. Kicks that one off the glass.
But that was better movement that time offensively. They kind of worked the triangle game. Then it turned into the two-man game. Cat able to find just enough space to use the backboard and cut and knock in that two-point shot.
Cat had 22 last week. Barbosa misses. Will McDonald misses the follow with the left hand. He cleans up his own miss. 5-point lead for Power. Fires. And Jackson turns it over. Good defense by Meeks in the post. Barbosa will inbound for the ball hog. Meeks off the screen, short.
Good contest that time by Jackson. That time to step out.
Barbosa, the drive, hot off the glass, yes. 3-point lead for Power. Cat. Good rebound by Jackson. He gives it to Byers.
I tell you what, D'Angelo, great job getting over the top of the screen, even though he got bumped. But on the backside, Jackson a little bit more active on the offensive glass, kept it alive, and Byers able to benefit with a 2 inside.
McDonald. The kick out to Meeks. Drive. Posts it. And he'll go to the line.
But that's the difference with this Ball Hogs team this year. A player like Jody Meeks that understands his role and plays it, you know, exquisitely in what he needs to do. Last week, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and give me 2 more steals, you know, in their victory over the Aliens. And now able to get himself to a line for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Jody Meeks, of course, won an NBA championship with the Raptors a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, also, too, you know, when he's with the Lakers, he dropped 42 against OKC. That was with KD, Russell Westbrook. So he can put the ball in the basket. Ain't no doubt about that.
Barbosa fouls Alexander going to the hole. So Alexander is already 0 of 1 from the foul line. Will go and shoot 1 for 2. Again, first team to 25. We go to the half.
His first game is always a challenge because it's an early game here on the West Coast to kind of get the body ready to go. Your body's not used to kind of competing this early. Yeah, you may work out in the morning, but to play at this intensity, this level, sometimes it takes a little bit to get that engine purring.
The steal. Jackson has it stripped by Jody Meeks. Some good energy by Darnell Jackson, seeing his first action of the season. Royce White trying to post up Meeks. Spins. Baby travel, they say. There's Lisa Leslie. Second season as the Triplets head coach. Of course, she's the reigning coach of the year in the Big 3. Got herself a game winner from Joe Johnson last week.
Yeah, I like where she's sitting right there. Because last week she was in our spot.
Yeah, she was calling the game.
She was calling the game. I said, Lise, come on, dude, you got to give me something here now. Allow me to just enjoy this right here. Come over here taking my job. No, she's so good. I mean, not just on the bench, but you know, throughout her career on TV. Yes, no doubt.
Multi-talented. Alexander misses. McDonald snags it. Meeks was calling for it. He was open for 3.
See, that's when you got to whip it out quick because he was wide open. Make that decision real quick. Now, if you don't make the shot when he shoots it, the defense is still scrambling, so you got an opportunity for an offensive rebound.
Here's Jackson. Barbosa. Yes. That's for 3. 1-point lead for Power.
And Barbosa able to line it up. Alexander respecting the quickness of Barbosa, doesn't get really committed to that, and D'Angelo able to knock in that open 3.
Here's Joe. 2-dribble pull-up. Power now 3 points away from the half.
And keep in mind, Power had the lead at halftime against the Triplets. Basically maintained that through the balance of the second half until the Triplets able to make a run. So familiar territory for Power if they can take the lead into halftime.
That lead was as big as 16.
Right.
And then Joe Johnson and the Triplets went to work. Jackson misses the drive. Here comes Barbosa. 3 will tie it. 4 can take the lead. Spin. Floater. Too strong. Got his own board, though. Inside to McDonald. And he's grabbed by Jackson.
Not a good foul. Good foul. That time the hustle by Leandro kept that possession alive, and McDonald smartly put that body in the middle of the lane. He wanted to get to the free throw line. The officials called that foul on the ground.
Yeah, Will, it is a Big Mac. That's a big boy.
What?
here's Coach Barry.
I mean, trying to box that big man out is a challenge all in this up. There's Leandro.
Hey, we got a tie game.
Yeah.
Tie game at 22. A 3, we go to the half. Here's Joe.
I like it.
Oh, nice move.
And that's a play set up by Nancy Lieberman, too, to kind of give Joe Alexander space in that mid-post. Either you got the quick shot or you got the drive to the baseline. Joe able to cash in on that matchup.
Draws the foul on Royce White.
Are you talking about keep things simple? High post. Baseline is open. No help available. Alexander for 2.
All right, here we go. One shot.
Scal put his work in early.
Yep. Leandro Barbosa right now the leading scorer with 10 points. Oh, Meeks missed it. Oh, McDonald, the follow. So next point, we go to the half. Catch. Alexander calling for it. Working on Meeks. Drive. Spin. Missed it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a foul. That time Meeks may have gotten a piece of a hand along with the ball, threw off the rhythm of the shot.
Ball Hogs have not led until now. And we go to the half. The Ball Hogs up to their first lead of the game. Thanks to old McDonald.
Hey, yo, he got more than the farm, too, right now. Right here, off balance. Power rate late to the party to rotate. Excellent find. Again, the playmaking ability, not just scoring of Barbosa, gives it Ball Hogs a lead at halftime.
It's 26-24, our score at the half. You're watching the Big 3 here on CBS.
halftime.
All right, let's take a look at the guy who really fueled this thing, and it seemed it was Leandro Barbosa, leading scorer with 10 points.
Well, we talked about it at the tip of the show. Why are the ball hogs better? Where you can point back to the acquisition right here of Leandro Barbosa. 4 for 10, in the first half, 10.6 rebounds, an assist. Opens up opportunities for his teammates, and hence they have the lead at halftime.
All right, let's go to the third member of our team, Spider Sally. He's with the Brazilian Blur.
The Brazilian Blur. Man, last week you had 27 baskets. Right now you're leading scoring again. What's going on?
Well, we're just trying to win the game. I think that's the #1 priority, It's a tough game. We all know how to play, so we just grind.
Well, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you, Spider.
Yes, sir.
So the Ball Hogs, 2-point lead. You see the Hall of Famer Rick Barry talking to his troops. No one scored more in ABA history than Rick Barry. Man, averaged 30 a game. He was the scoring champ in the NBA in '67, where he put up 35 a game. Got Spencer Haywood with him as the assistant coach. So got 2 Hall of Famers on the bench for the Ball Hogs. As Barbosa inbounds here, and they've got a 2-point lead. We begin the second half. First team to 50 wins it. That was blocked by Alexander.
Yeah, and the adjustment, too, for Coach Barry, the lineup that finished the first half is the lineup that began it. Remember, he went small early in the game, but he chose to put McDonald in the lineup in that first half. Boded well for him, so he stayed the course.
Let's see if the cat starts to get warm. Here it is.
Some people just know how to put the ball in the basket.
Professional scorer.
You know what I mean?
Patino Mobley.
Yeah, employee number 5. And that's the lefty going right, able to shoot right over the top of Barbosa.
Cat had 22, one of the leading scorers in the league, and then does it defensively. Gets the steal. Barbosa tips it to himself. Meeks, the drive. Yes! Kicks that one off the glass.
And that's a reputation drive. You say, well, why do you say that? Because Alexander had to charge out and try to run Meeks off the 3-point line, but that time, because the way his body position was, it opened up the baseline, and Meeks able to put it on the deck, get an easy 2.
Jody Meeks now in double figures. He's got 10. So Barbosa and Meeks. They try to get a shot clock issue and get that 14 seconds up there. They got to get that clock together. Hey, we want you to be a part of the postseason, the Big 3 playoffs, the championship. Folks, it's in the Bahamas. Tickets on sale, and you can get them at big3.com/tickets. And we'll see you later this year. Bring you swimming trunks, cigars.
No, I got the cigars in the room. I got the cigars in the room.
Yeah, bring your swim trunks.
Let me handle that part. Bring your swim trunks and all the other accessories you need to kick it a little bit in the Bahamas.
We'll see you there. Royce White, you take another step. Shot clock violation. Yep, shot clock violation.
Yeah, and so now the player's going to have to adjust to not being able to look up if we continue to use a manual clock.
Yep.
You're going to have to now rely on your hearing as the announcer is able to count the shot clock down. So a little different take in the second half. You see the clock is just left at 14, so the players not like they haven't done things in before to make the adjustment, but you have to make the adjustment now.
Yeah, so you can see that's what they're complaining about, because the shot clock was out, but there's no buzzer. And so they've got to do it manually. So now our PA announcer is going to have to announce when the clock is coming down and when there's a violation. Here's Barbosa. This is the three. Here's Alexander now. And Royce White missed the bunny. That one went off Barbosa. He'll stay with power.
Those little shots right there, Royce White, you know you got to convert off of that, especially in a tight game situation here. Meeks kind of just gets out the way.
So a new 14 for power. And here's Alexander. Shot clock not working. White, too strong. Mix follows it up and in.
Well, but again, McDonald having that big body, Royce White couldn't overpower him. Hence, that throws off that shot, which, you know, gets a smaller opponent. Royce would have that advantage of probably either score or get fouled.
Here's Alexander. Fall away. And that one rolls off. Here's Barbosa now. To McDonald. Use that body. Left hand. 6-point lead. The Ball Hogs on a roll.
Smart decision that time at McDonald. Why? Catino's known to rake down on bigger opponents. Just got to slap it away that time. McDonald, quick move to the baseline, able to knock in that two-user side.
Mobley counting and one.
Yeah, we talked about Joe Johnson and things that don't get old. Used to seeing that's, and Catino Mobley, him scoring from either the mid-range, mid-post, from behind the three. That doesn't get old either. Just understanding how to get to his spot and put the ball through the basket.
Opportunity for three-point play, no good. Lead is 4.
Good help by Jackson right there.
Very good help. Barbosa goes up under him and lays it in.
Yo, that's an example. If you can play the best D all you want, which Jackson did, but the offensive player just a little bit better.
Good D, better O.
Yeah.
Lead is 6. Barbosa's got 12. Here's Joe. Knocks it down.
I like that play. A little slip screen or fade screen that time for Alexander off a cat. Gave him some space, and he used that nice little rhythm dribble to pull up for the J.
Here's Barbosa, and here's the bump by Jackson.
You see Barbosa right here. That's good deep by Jackson, but then Leandro being really creative to get up underneath the bigger opponent to score it. And Meeks, deep three, good contest again by Jackson.
Here's Catino working on Barbosa. He'll give it to Jackson in the post. Over to Alexander. And Alexander drives and lays it in.
And you know what? It may not seem like a lot, but the pass from Darnell Jackson real quick out to Alexander opened up that drive, because McDonald being in the post, as soon as he stepped out, Alexander was able to get right by.
Here's the quickness of Barbosa. Oh, he's a blur.
Well, speaking of which, I mean, some dudes just don't play around with the ball, and Leandro has always been that way in the league. If he can find a little gap, a little area to get some space, he utilizes that best to his abilities to score.
Spencer Halls will check back in, but man, Leandro Barbosa.
How quick was that? Not a lot of wasted motion. Not a lot of overutilization of the dribble to get to his spot.
Jackson, the drive, and it rolls in. 2-point game. First team to 50 wins it. You gotta win by 2. Ball Hogs trying to remain unbeaten. Hogs There's the push by Jackson. He'll be side out for the ball Hogs. Here's the ball movement by the ball Hogs. In and out. Mobley. Backs down, Meeks, turns, fires, rolls off. Barbosa thought about the three inside the Hogs, and it rolls off.
Ah, beautiful baseline pass. Spencer just left it a little short.
Cat for three. Short. Meeks out to Barbosa. Ball Hogs have made a living in the paint. And there's Hogs inside again, and Mobley grabs him. So Spencer Hawes will go to the line. Hawes played and he's now the leading scorer in the game with 14. And we're all knotted up at 36.
And this is what you expect from a team like Ball Hogs, 2-0 power. You know, trying to avenge the loss last week when they basically controlled the game against the triple. Beautiful backdoor cut
by Meeks.
Yes.
Very nice. Good read. 2-point lead for the Ball Hogs.
Now a little backdoor cut. Rick Barry always talked about ball movement, body movement. When you do that, the lane opens up and you're able to benefit. Easy two inside. Ball Hogs, 2-point lead.
It's like a pan.
To you by Microsoft, and no surprise, the voting is in, and it's Joe Johnson.
Duh. I mean, another game winner. I mean, Joe just, I mean, some players just get it done. Leandro right there, Jason Richardson, Mike, all had great, but
yep.
Joe Johnson, when it counts, bro. 34 points. The thing is, though, is he going to make it all the time? No. But he puts his team in a position to be able to win those games. And they trust that he will make the shot, which is more important than anything else.
Good drive by Derek Byers, so he'll go to the line now and shoot 1 for 2.
It's ironic, too, because Derek Byers started his career, BIG3 career, with the ball hawk. So it's not he's on power. Ball hawks are, in a position to put themselves in to go 3 at all. So he helped lay the foundation a little bit for this team, but not able to be here this year. But that's okay. He's with a great franchise with Nancy Lieberman in power.
Another tie score. Here's the drive. Byers, the board. I think he was out of bounds.
Yeah, this is where execution, too. Late game situations, tie score, you need 12 more points to win this thing. Each possession now becomes a little bit more important. So you got to take advantage of it. You can't take tough shots. You can't turn it over. You better rebound the ball if you're the defensive team to give your offense a chance to be able to win the game.
Good luck. As Will McDonald came over to help. His man cut to the basket. Jackson, he gets the layup.
Yeah, well, keep it simple. Somebody comes help. Somebody's going to be open, in particular on the weak side. McDonald committed all the way to the drive on White. Open it up for Jackson. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit better after getting clipped a little bit.
2-point lead now for Power. It's their first lead here of the half.
Well, and keep in mind, last week, Power kind of basket now, you can't hedge or lean towards, one side of the court or a player. You got to respect, everyone's ability now to be able to put the ball through the basket. See a little mismatch. Good help by Jackson that time to get the ball out, but did pick up the foul.
Tried to go inside out.
Yeah, but you got to take advantage of that. If you got a switch on Byers and McDonald down low, at least let him touch it.
Gets the screen from White. And knocked out of bounds by Barbosa.
Well, a good ball movement by the ball hogs. Able to catch Meeks on the drive, and Jackson that time, Darnell not able to recover. Now, interesting part, Coutinho Mobley got a little rest. Able to come back in the game, be fresh. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
3. Jackson, the running hook. No. Here's Meeks. They can take the lead. Barbosa with 5 now. The drive. Another little under scoop. Oh, he is tricky.
Hey, he's tricky, but he said, this is what I do. I mean, I'm I'm not surprised. I saw a lot of those shots, whether we were in practice or during the game. When we were together with the Phoenix Sun, Leandro was always that creative.
Oh, big man.
Okay, Darnell said, hold up. I got this. Look, I'm good.
1 point lead for Power as we go back and forth here.
Get tricky with it right here. LB, like we called him, all day, every day.
Here's White. Drive. Powers his way to the basket.
Yeah, but Meeks can't. He has to stay disciplined. Why go for that steal? Once he went for the steal, the baseline was wide open. And that time, McDonald tried to come from up top to get there, but couldn't get there in time to stop Royce White right here. Smart play not to foul to give up the three-point play, too.
Power trying to knock the ball hogs from the unbeaten. Meanwhile, Royce White now with 10.7 boards.
And because Nancy Lieberman sat Cat down a little bit, going back to last week when she probably overplayed the minutes, now he's fresh down the stretch.
Now let's see what the ball hogs can do here. Jody Meeks, his first season with the team, had a double-double last week, and so far has done good things for the ball hogs in double figures again.
Well, known as a shooter, but his ability to put it on the deck, we've seen him multiple times attack the cup, saw the floater. You know, the defense is going to tend to run out on him because he's known his reputation to shoot behind the three. So that just opens the court for other opportunities. 16 points this afternoon on the East Coast. We'll still a little more here out here in Vegas, you know.
Here's Meeks again. Barbosa. Thought about the three. The drive. Yes, again off the glass and count it. Oh, the Brazilian blur.
Yeah, but the patience, too, not to get the initial thrust, to get the shots you want. That time, the baseline once again open. Barbosa kissing it off the glass, and Scalabrine.
Now, Nancy Lieberman had tried to challenge, tried to bring the fire, but he made the basket.
He made the basket.
You can't challenge that on a made basket.
You can challenge made.
So you hear that's what Catino Mosley was arguing about. They wanted to bring the fire, but you can't challenge that on a made basket.
Yep.
So Barbosa now will go to the line and try to complete the three-point play. He's got 18, looking for 19. Oh, in and out. Tipped out, though, by Will McDonald.
Guess who? McDonald making his presence felt. He reset the shot clock.
They get the clock together. Now 11 seconds on the shot clock. Again, first team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2 here in the Big 3. Here's Barbosa. Inside to McDonald, working on Mobley. 5. Barbosa for 3. Short. McDonald. The board. Barbosa. Missed it. Look for the foul. Didn't get it. White. Yes.
Now that time, the space, quick move, gave Royce White the advantage over a bigger Will McDonald, able to capitalize.
Meeks for 3. It's short. A 3 will win it. Alexander. He was the man in the first half. Royce White drives, spins. Good hand by Meeks. but White will go to the line.
And you know what? To me, smart basketball. And the reason why you don't have to force a three, if you get it off dribble drive, you take it.
Oh, the Hall of Famer, Rick Barry. He's going to bring the fire. He's going to challenge that call. So that means Royce White, Jody Meeks will go one-on-one. If Meeks can stop it, they get the basketball.
Now, keep in mind, once the ball is handed to Royce White, he has 3 seconds to get inside the three-point line. That's where he has to operate. Inside the three-point line. Any part of his body, the ball touches that three-point line, that possession is over. You got to keep that in mind.
The Taco Bell bring the fire. He's got 10 seconds to make his move and try to score it. This is one of the new innovative rules here in the Big Three. White, Meeks, one-on-one. Here we go. The drive, spin, up, tap.
Too little.
14 points for Royce White. Point game for power.
But it goes back to what Nancy Lieberman talked to me about before the game. Royce's ability to get 2 feet in the paint and then finish is his specialty. Don't go away from it. That time he relied on it and paid off for power.
Barbosa, the drive, yes. Now they need a stop, and it looked like Mobley hurt his knee. Barbosa's got 20.
Well, it looked like the inside of his thigh right there. Whether he got hit or he pulled something on that drive, he's trying to rub it off right now.
It's his point game. They go to Royce White, their closer. He'll go one-on-one. White. Up and under. No. Left it short. Byers the follow. And Byers will go to the line.
Well, White put so much pressure on the defense. All 6 pair of eyes of the ball hogs were focused on him. Byers was able to slide right in and get that offensive rebound, hence getting himself to the free throw line.
So here's Byers. He can win it. And does it. So it's power. They end the game on a 10-4 run, and they claim the victory and will go to 2-1. Ball Hogs suffer their first defeat of the season.
And how ironic is it that Byers able to finish the game against his former team to give them their first loss? Dino Mobley not in the game, but I think strategically in the second half,